Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Monday, which means it's time for another Nozz watches. Oh, sorry. A Vinland Saga. Oh boy. So, in our last episode, Thorkell was very upset that everybody was ignoring him, so he used a caber as a polearm, and he beat the shit out of Canut's army and kidnapped Canut, because Canut a bitch. Thorfinn could have had some character development, but he was like, nah, Chief, nah, you know what, I know I've had this big dream where literally, like, everything is saying that this revenge was the dumbest fucking thing ever, and there's like 100 questions I should have asked, but didn't. But yet, no, I'm just gonna keep being an edgy prick with absolutely no character whatsoever. Anyone who argues with me is wrong. Thorfinn is fucking awful. He is the absolute worst fucking character going, but at very least, we have Askeladd to work with right now, and Askeladd is fucking hype as shit, because now Askeladd has decided you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna betray the Danes, and I'm gonna kidnap Canut myself. I'm gonna kidnap him from the kidnappers, and I'm gonna ransom him back myself. Thorfinn, I guess you can come too. Maybe you'll develop a character on the way. Probably not, though. But, yeah, I mean, Askeladd's good boy. But let's see how good boy do his thing, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Seriously, man, like, fucking... I'm so fucking hyped for Askeladd doing things. Askeladd doing Askeladd things. Like, hopefully the camera focuses on him more than fucking a certain other person we know. Oh, right, shit. We don't get stingers very often here, do we? Yeah, so the thing that really does annoy me with Vinland Saga, like, I know it's like the time period, but it's like every time religion's being mentioned, like with very few exceptions, it's always Jesus. Like, I think the only person who's going on about Valhalla and like actually going about the Viking religion is Thorkell. Thorfinn doesn't care about religion, which is weird because he's going for this stupid fucking honor bullshit, which, you know, you'd think, you know, you wouldn't care about if you weren't religious. Yeah, Canut's Christian, the Danes are Christian, the English are Christian, because, you know, Christianity's already got here to replace the kick-ass fucking Gaelic and Celtic religions. Like, Thorkell is the only one who actually seems to be following the old ways. And he's a bad guy, and also insane. Like, I kind of want to get, like, a Viking show where it's, like, Christianity just doesn't show up, you know? Because, like, Vikings, when they got Christianity, they kind of got pussified a little bit. They went from the people who were beating up Christians to the people who were being beat up. Welcome to autumn, Thorkell. A gamble. Fucking all those people. All those fucking CG people. What the fuck? Why? They've just booked it. They've just booked it from Londinium. They're like, yeah, we don't need Londinium anymore. We got Canut. We're gonna fuck his ass up. You can't go wrong with British women. You must not commit adultery. Fuck Christianity. Fuck you. No! Cease! Fuck you! Exactly! Like, seriously, man. Fucking Christianity. Oh, don't do this. You can't do this. You'll go to hell. And yeah, and Jesus looks like a bitch. Fucking Norse religion is like, nah, fucker, go! Go! Kick his ass. Yeah, Odin and Thor. He's not gonna answer, is he? Nah, he's gonna be a bitch. Fucking Odin and Thor could beat up Jesus. Fucking anyone could beat up Jesus. Jesus was a bitch. Also, Christianity goes and does that. Like, oh, infidel this, conversion this, fucking crusade this, like fucking. Now I like a good crusade as much as the next guy, but come on now. When the Vikings went off to pillage and crusade and kill shit, it's like, no, we just want to get paid. Like they don't like pretend to have some higher purpose from their imaginary sky daddies for it. Thorkell's such a good boy. Thorkell's such a good boy. Oh boy. Nah, they're Vikings. They're Vikings. They're not crazy. They're just having fun. The Normans! Yay! Oh yeah, also Viking Heaven kicks ass. Like, okay, okay. So I actually had this discussion in the Discord, like, last week. But, like, the Viking afterlife is the hypest fucking shit. Because there's two options. You either go to hell, and hell in the Viking thing, it's like, it's basically just Earth 2. Like, whatever you were doing in the original world, it's like, hey, were you a blacksmith? Okay, cool. Here's a forge. It's set up with everything you need. Perfect your craft. Go for it. You know, for example, right? Yeah. Or if you were like a big dick G warrior, it's like, hey, welcome Valhalla, my boy. We got feast, we got fucking, we got fighting. Go. Go feast, fight, and fuck. What the fuck? So if the priest is sober, he goes crazy? I'd like to add in that the Norse religion doesn't cause people to have schizophrenia. Whichever one made booze. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. So that means the Norse gods are better. Alright, who's coming? Is it Askeladd? Oh man, that's a tiny spear. But you know what? It gets the job done. It's an ambush, everybody! Time to spring the ambush! You only brought 2,000 men? Shipmaster, they outnumber us 3-1. Then it is an even fight. You're dealing with Vikings, dipshits. They don't care. What the fuck? Okay, where's the bit? Oh, he wants to fight anyway. He wants to fucking fight anyway. You can hold on to the prince for safekeeping, but you still gotta fight. Come on. Yeah, that man knows. That man knows. That man hasn't been bitchified. They use bitches. At least some of Canute's boys are fucking still got the Viking spirit. Hey, Valhalla. So no wonder they were winning. They had a couple Vikings under their employ. Only a few though. So what's your plan, Escalade? Just cleaving men in two. See, Thorkell is the kind of guy where it's like, if he's cutting through chainmail like it's nothing, that man is big enough I could totally say, like, oh yeah, no, that's 110%. Like, he is absolutely massive. Wait, so they even had less guys. They had less guys in Thorkell. The f- So what was in those barrels, Askeladd's? Was it gasoline or gasoline equivalent? Charcoal. Oh, they're starting a wildfire. They're gonna start a wildfire to kill them all. Sometimes Askeladd just wants to gather around a nice big campfire. So is that the goal? Like, just oh Jesus! And this is autumn. There's so much dead leaves. There's so much dead leaves and fucking shit everywhere. That should just go up like that. Just fight better. Just don't friendly fire. And also, these people don't want to die. Don't want to die at all. So you mean why would they do something that reckless? Hopefully, it's the third party that ain't bitches. It hasn't rained in a few days. Wow, that's rare. Holy shit! A few couple days without raining in England. Like this must be during the dry, the dry season, which lasts an entire 3 days. Time for the wet T-shirt contest, Thorfinn. Oh boy, now the show gets worse. Yeah, I mean, look how that shit went for Ragnar. All of his men are dead. No one will ever know we burned Canute's face in half. You trust? I mean, yeah, I mean, hey, the kid's never lied. An idiot who's not afraid. An idiot who's not afraid of anything. Yeah, that basically that. Yeah, that explains Thorfinn pretty well. Big idiot. Damn. Ragnar's got some. He's not using a sword. He's got a spear. He's got a spear. That's different. And that guy's probably gonna die. Like now the guy shouted out he's gonna just die. That or it's a Viking. Yep, there it is. The Viking. It's almost as if calling out where you are in a smokescreen is just asking to die, especially if you all speak the same language. Butcher the priest, butcher Ragnar, and then what's the fuck's Canute gonna do? Canute's a bitch. Horse on fire! Thorfinn's kind of an asshole. Oh good, they gave him another knife. He could have just got it, like, if he just had one sword. If he had a short sword in one hand and a knife and his dad's knife in the other hand, he would be already better off. He would already be better off. But look how close he has to get. Like, if he wasn't fighting against probably, like, if... When Thorfinn fights someone, everybody gets, like, a passive debuff where they're just like, no, suddenly I've lost 100 brain cells, now I'm retarded. Someone getting in that close with that little reach should just be a matter of choking up on your axe and just punching him with it, basically. I mean, of course, that's assuming you let him get in, which you shouldn't. I like how he's got the little scar. Hey, Thorfinn, I know you're dead. All he has to do is like, hey, Thorfinn, I knew you're dead. Your dad's cool. He's a big good boy. No, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot that got lucky. Are we gonna get some character development for Thorfinn, please? Can we please get something for him that makes him less of a shitter? Come on, please. Please let him develop into something that's not shit, please, for fuck's sake. He's very small. Well, congratulations, Thorkell. Now you're the strongest man by default. Yeah, maybe standing still during a wildfire is a bad idea. Yeah! Uncle Thorkell gave him the prince. Thank you, Uncle Thorkell. Oh, god. Fucking imagine if Thorfinn just, like, fucking joined up with Thorkell. I mean, you know, like, a guy who knew his dad and obviously knows how to fight. He could probably learn how to fight and beat Askeladd in, like... and now they're both dead. Ugh. Does he? Thorfinn just stick it with Askeladd when there's someone who's like literally like, hey, I knew you're dead. Like, that's dumb. I didn't lose anything. There's always more dumb idiots. He's wearing a bright red cape, you dumbass. Like, you can see Canute from like 100 fucking miles away. You got rescued though, didn't you? The fucking priest's like, nah, I'm picking my nose. So his name is Askeladd Olafsson. Alright. I wanna see his pretty beashy boy face. Uh, looks like a girl. Behold, history's first trap! Oh boy, and that's the end of it. Alright. God, I love Thorkell so much. Like, why is it that every single person in this show that isn't the fucking protagonist, that isn't Thorfinn, is so fucking good? Like I feel like I said this last time as well, but it's like, I fucking love like I fucking love Thorkell. Like he is hype as shit, and he is like when you think Viking, fucking Thorkell is he's basically the like when you think Viking, Thorkell is it. Like if you like when you think about like the Viking sagas, I mean I guess Thor's is as well, but Thor's is fucking dead. But like it's like let's see, so the sagas like they exaggerate a lot of shit. Like sagas are basically the anime bullshit of their day. Like Thorkell, he can jump super high, he can run super fast. Like with one swing of his axe, he can clear through chainmail and trees and everything. And like he is like essentially a Viking shonen protagonist. And then and you got Askeladd, who is very much he's very much not like a he's not I don't know what Askeladd would really be. He's like a I mean he's like kind of just like a guy on the ground. Like he doesn't have any real big like feats kind of thing. He's just like nah, I'm just here to do what I do. Like he's a really good tactician, but he doesn't have anything really all that otherworldly as talents. And then you got Thorfinn, who's just a regular shonen protagonist, and regular shonen protagonists are fucking lame. The thing that makes shonen protagonists good is the shit that's not just them being a shonen protagonist. Like, oh boy, like singular goal, singular solution, zero like blank slate character-wise. But I really do like this because it kind of shows the two different ways that are. Like, if we were to just say that Askeladd's the protagonist and Thorkell's the antagonist, it shows us, like, very two different ways to get about the same idea. Like, Thorkell, he wants the prince to basically just encourage people to fight him so he can kill them off and be like, maybe you'll be the one to send me to Valhalla. Who knows? Oh, boy, I don't know, Chief. I don't know. So he gets Canute's boys to come. He's like, okay, you can have Canute back, but now we fight. Use bitches, come on, let's go. And just head on fight. Askeladd, because he's not super strong and because he's not like super tough and Viking-y, he just sets the forest on fire and he sends in a lone guy to grab him in the confusion. Like it's brains versus brawn, and that's kind of neat. God, like this whole episode was just one big fight scene. That's actually really neat. Like I really did like the fighting in here. Like when it wasn't CG, like it's really good. Like it's a little annoying that like armor doesn't play into this at all. Like it's the fact of like people just cleaving like it's not just Thorkell doing it, which is annoying. It's his men as well, just cleaving through it. Like people with spears, you know what? Like I'd say if you like people with spears, okay, that's fair enough. Like you're piercing the chainmail, you're stabbing through the rings. That's fine. Slashing though, like no, that's not how that fucking works, my dude. Like Thorfinn, thankfully, only got a little bit of a fight. Hang on, let me just like scroll back to Thorfinn's actual thing. I'm just gonna let that play for me right now. Like, the way Thorfinn fought, I didn't see, like, anything that was too ridiculous. Yes, the guy swings, Thorfinn ducks underneath, and gets him in the neck. Yeah, you know what? That's, like, the only fucking combat move Thorfinn had, and that is also the only time so far he's actually done a move where I could look at that and be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's actually how someone could actually fight. Like Thorfinn saw that guy swinging his axe, telegraphing it, so he ducked forward inside the guy's so with axes, especially when the guy's holding that way he does, or he's holding it at the bottom for some fucking reason. Like Thorfinn was already pretty close. That guy is already holding his axe in great. Suppose he's not got any like proper training. He's self-taught like a lot of Vikings were. So he's coming in. He's swinging the axe. Thorfinn's recognized that he's basically at the axe at maximum range. He's not like choked up on it or anything really. So he ducks forward past the axe head where the shaft is and goes and just gets him in one. That's actually how he should be fighting with those knives. Like, if next time we fight, if he's doing fucking ninja flips and, like, fucking Kage Bunshin shit, like, nah, man, you can fuck off. You can fuck off, because now you've proven that you know how he would actually fight with these weapons. Like, fucking stop. Like, he can't, like I said before, like, if he had, like, a short sword, like, he would probably be a lot better off. And even then, there's things like, oh, I need to have my daddy's knife. Have that in your offhand. Like, I don't know how, like, okay, so I don't know how, historically accurate this would be. But, like, there's, like, a thing you see a lot in movies that aren't trying to be, like, super, like, ridiculous and flippy and shit. Where, like, you'd have a guy who's got a dagger and he's holding it, like, pick style, right? Like, you know, like, the blade's coming out of the bottom of the hand. Holding it pick style, and he's got a short sword in one hand. Short sword is for, like, the main, like, slashing, stabbing, and, like, parrying and shit like that. Like, and then you got the knife, and then when you get an opening, you go pick stab, you know, or pick stab. You know, and, like, maybe that would be a better thing for Thorfinn, because he could still do this thing, is, like, if he had enough, like, upper body strength, if someone swung down him with a sword, he could go, pff, pff, you know? Like, because he's so short, if the guy catches the guy's sword up here above his head, manages to hold it without the guy just, you know, going over, yeah, he could just go, pff, get the guy in the heart and be done. He'd have to do it in, like, one quick movement, but it'd be a thing he could do, and it'd be understandable. But yeah, like, I do like how they've actually given Thorfinn an actual, like, an actual move that makes fucking sense as a fighting move. I do like how they've been teasing, like, Thorkell and Thorfinn hanging out. Like, you know, like, hey, buddy, I knew your dad, how you doing? Ah! You know, like, I hope they get time to talk about Thor's, like, a little bit, like, next time they meet, because it really does. I feel like Thorfinn needs some actual fucking character development. I feel like the only place he's gonna get that is by spending a decent chunk of time talking with Thorkell. But even then, he's been very resistant to change, like, over his entire existence, so who fucking knows, ain't it? But yeah, I like this episode. Not a lot of Thorfinn, a lot of fighting, a lot of Thorkell, a lot of people actually being fucking Vikings. I do like how one thing I do like, though, is that how the fact that Christianity here is not shown to be like, oh, Christianity's so fucking great, oh boy, yeah. Like, every time Christianity's brought up, it's either like, oh, hey, these guys are just Christian, or it's like, ah, look at these fucking stupid bitches. Their fucking god looks like a fucking bitch. Like, their priest is a fucking alcoholic, ah, you stupid bitch, you fucking stupid. You know, it's good. It's fucking hilarious. It brings up a lot of points. Is like why the fuck did the Vikings convert? But, you know, it's like with Thorkell's around, at least, the show goes out of its way to glorify the Viking religion, and that's good. That's good. That's what you should be doing in this sort of setting. I also like that they played off the whole Christian girl in the streets freaking the sheets thing. I like that. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, so I want to, like, just get curious. If you're just like, oh, you hate my religion, meh. First off, I don't care about your religion. Second off, like, for this, like Christian conversion, all the Vikings is like my least favorite fucking part of history, because it's like, it pisses me the fuck off, because an entire culture got erased, essentially. Like, usually when Christianity takes over an area, it assimilates the local customs. Like Christmas, for example. Christmas is not a Christian holiday. It is one of my guys' holidays. A Gaelic and Celtic holiday. And also a little bit of Viking as well. But the Christians come in, they say, oh no, our God was born on this day. You've been celebrating our God's birthday the whole time. Ha, you fucking idiots. And they assimilate it in. If you ever, like, or if you're ever celebrating, like, a Christian holiday, and you're like, okay, what the fuck? This doesn't make any fucking sense. It's because it's not a Christian tradition. It was assimilated, like Easter. I don't remember where Easter comes from, but yeah, Easter is a fucking fertility ritual for like some Gothic tribe, I think. Yeah, like fucking like a bunch of shit like that. Like, but like for the Vikings though, they went out of their way to delete as much as possible. Like they renamed. Like, the fucking Christians even renamed the bad place to the Viking afterlife to try and demonize their religion. Like, I don't remember what it was. I think it was just called Inferno, or like because I mean that's what Dante fucking calls it, and I imagine calls it that because that's what the traditional name is. But yeah, they renamed their bad place to the name of the Viking. But Vikings didn't have a bad place. They had a good place and a gooder place. So they renamed their bad place at the Viking good place to make the Vikings fucking feel bad. And then, like, there's so much of Viking history and Viking mythology that we just don't know because Christians fucking deleted it. They just went into the fucking Viking browser history and were like, nah, I'm just delete all this. Like, they split Freya and Frigg into two people. Yeah, to fuck with us and confuse everything, because they couldn't bear the thought of the mother god also being a giant slut. Well, she's got so many fucking children. Like she kind of, and they're like, you know, she kind of gotta. Like, I don't know, man. It's like it just really bugs me. Like, cause like if you like look up, like if you ever like want to learn about like fucking like history of like Christianity and how it spread. Like, look how they treated religions of cultures that resisted, because it's kind of fucked. Because the Vikings resisted, like, in a fucking big way, and as a result, so much of their culture just got destroyed and deleted. Like, I think, like, the main shit we have from the Vikings now is we have Christmas, and that's not even, like, just a Viking thing. That was just, like, that area, they're celebrating Yule. They took Odin and they combined him with Saint Nicholas of Nicaea and made Father Christmas. They stole the days of the week. Like every single day of the week is named after a Norse deity. Just like, you know, just a bunch of little shit like that. It's fucking, ugh. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's. I'm not shitting on Christianity because I hate Christians. I'm shitting on Christianity because Christianity historically is a fucking bully on the playground. But yeah. I'm hoping we can go through and we can see a little bit more of the conflict between the Viking religion and Christianity. Like that's honestly like the thing I like the most in here. Like this just seeing them bounce off each other because they're so disparate in how they work. It's good. Hey everybody, that's really all I gotta say. I kind of rambled on about nothing for a bit there, didn't I? But yeah, I like this episode. So let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you like this show, dislike this show, or you want to bring up something that I left out. Because, I mean, I don't think I did. This episode's kind of straightforward. But yeah. As always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is down in the description and on the end card. If you do support me on Patreon, you get special patrons on the Discord channel, my open Discord server. And there you can recommend things to be Let's Played, Let's Watched, live streamed, whatever you fancy, really. And we also have our Patrons Only Movie Night that we do once a month, usually on the second full week of any given month. And we just load it into our sync tube and we watch anime, watch movies, maybe play some video games, just kind of hang out, have a good old, fun old time until people start going to bed, basically. It's like, because I'm basically there, like, from, like, the noon that day until, like, I think last time we went until, like, 9 o'clock at night, because people started leaving to, like, either go to work or go to bed, wherever the fuck they were, time zone-wise. Yeah, it's a good time. My favorite time of the month. Oh, boy. Anyway, everybody, so I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly, we'll become a trash mammal today. And I'll see you a round.